everyone. Welcome back at Titi's House Podcast. As you know, you can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcast. I had to think about it for a minute. So last week we had our podcast. Mm-hmm. Was it last week? It seemed so early because it was on Sunday that we taped the podcast, and we were live. And a lot of y'all didn't keep asking me y'all keep talking about y'all want to be on the podcast, and we give you the opportunity, and you didn't show up.
Yeah.
Only one person called in, so it's all good though. But I got to tell you, producer, on TikTok, they was eating me alive.
Really, what they were saying?
Oh my God. They were talking about Naturally Shaped by Tiffany. And what she said about a regular 9-to-5er. When I tell you these men was coming for me, I was like, can I just tell them that I said I like a blue collar worker?
Yeah, they ain't want to hear that.
I don't care what you do, as long as you can take care of the household responsibilities. I'm here to help you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But man, when I tell you
what they were saying,
I'm about to break us down. I'm about to share.
Yeah.
Aerial Optic Drones said, "Where did you find these women?" I just sent that look back. You know the emoji with the big eyes?
Yeah, with the eyes.
What? I said, I can't even. Can I tell you, I didn't really reply to that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I said in the podcast, they're my friends. Somebody said, enjoy your life.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God. Then somebody said, make podcast equipment less accessible. Hiding behind, this person was hiding behind a different profile. So Shut up. And then Rob D says, most women are basic and 9-to-5. So this is silly. I guess does he have a point though?
I would have to see what the stats are, but I don't know. You can't really.
He's saying if you are a 9-to-5er,
I'm pretty sure there's.
Why is it you saying you don't want to date a 9-to-5er?
No, I get that because it's like don't judge if judge.
How you want more? You basically are saying that men have to date down and women should date up.
Yeah.
I think that ain't fair.
Huh.
That's how I perceived it, right?
Yeah.
I perceive it as if you're saying I don't want to date a 9-to-5er, you better not be a 9-to-5er, or you better be, as the comments were coming in, it's like, well, what do you have to offer? Mm-hmm. Because you're basically saying that if you're a 9-to-5er and you're not dating 9-to-5ers, or you're dating, it sounds to me, what else is available? Ballers, shot callers.
Ballers, shot callers.
What else is available at this point if you're not dating a 9-to-5er? An entrepreneur.
Yeah, that's all.
An entrepreneur could be considered a non-basic traditional employee, right?
And that doesn't mean that they're going to be a baller or a shot caller just because they run a business.
Oh, you definitely sure about that. That's definitely that's true.
Yeah, there's hard times in businesses
and
too.
Businesses too. Businesses fail. Yeah, and businesses struggle.
Yeah, exactly.
Depends on. I think it takes a couple years before you get a business really getting up off the ground, where you see more of a how I want to say it. You see more money being poured. The more money you pour in, the more money you're able to keep and not have to pour out.
Exactly.
So that's what I think makes businesses successful. So, I believe there are levels to dating. Because I know myself, I've said this, and I ain't trying to be mean or say nothing, but I have been approached by men that I felt were not on my level.
Yeah. And
I mean just in levels of attractiveness. Because there are levels of attraction.
Of course.
A woman, if you're a good looking woman, you ain't gonna date no ugly dude. But I've heard pretty women say, I like dating ugly guys.
Yeah, I've heard a woman say that before.
because there's no competition there. And they think that because a man is ugly, with ladies, I'll be the one to tell you that is not true. Just because a man looks less attractive than you doesn't mean that he doesn't have options.
Just because he got you, he gonna have more options.
How did he get your beautiful
what
self?
What is he doing? Yeah,
he got to have some type of game. It's either going to be money, so that's above your league too. If you think about it, because you have people that have more money than you, that person would be above your league if he has more money than you, right? Mm-hmm. So I mean, there's levels. Attractiveness, money.
Yeah.
What are some other things? Maybe conversations. Maybe you're not evil. Intelligence levels are not the same.
Yeah.
She might be smarter than you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just thinking of the things that I think of when somebody approaches me. I'm like, oh, first of all, no, because you're not my type. You don't look like anybody I would date. Mm-hmm. And then I would look, of course, for me, I'm looking at your car, where you live.
You might miss blessings like that, though.
Oh, man, I don't care about no blessing. I bless myself every day. I don't need nobody to bless me.
That's funny.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm not struggling. I'm comfortable. I got my own house, my own car. I make sure I always have a new car. Yeah. I ain't riding around in nothing raggedy. And this is not a brag. So for y'all out here listening, this is not a brag. It's just I'm handling my business. I went to college.
Yeah.
That's why I went to college.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, there's billionaires who drive 96 Acuras and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And you're judging them on their car.
And I'm going to tell you something. Men will always have their women driving in better cars than they do if it's on that level. There's a lot of men that I know, even in couples where the husband drives the less valuable car because he wants his wife to have a nice car. But both of them, I'm not spending money on two cars, but we're going to have one that you can drive every day. I mean, that's how it should be, though. But you got, there is, levels that exist in the world of love and dating, for sure. And, I don't think that Naturally Shaped by Tiffany met it on any type of level. I think the regular guys was getting offended. But one guy made a very good comment. He said it depends on their levels of spending. Because just because you make more money than me doesn't mean that I spend like you. You might spend more, and that is so true. Levels of spending in a relationship could be one person spend more than the other. Mm-hmm. Even though you make more, they may make less money than you, but they have less responsibility as far as where their money is going. Mm-hmm. Their situation as far as where they live. They might live with their mom, and you got a whole mortgage. Yep.
And they just saving mad
money, and you paying bills every month.
Their little 9 to 5.
Like, we have to be cognizant and pay attention to things like that and stop saying that I'm above your level, or you're above my level, or you're below my means of what I'm looking for. Like you said, because you can miss your blessing.
Yeah.
If you're out here, judging people by appearance and what they're driving. You don't know what they have in their bank account. To me, having money in your bank account is more important than what you're driving and how you're moving around. But I still don't want... I ain't going to say that. I'm going to take that back. Because I'm going to say, when I was out here dating... If I met a guy out and then he came with a raggedy dented car, I'd be like, because that means I'm going to be driving to all the dates.
I mean,
what do you think about that?
I mean, I know that I talk to a girl that I know I'm out of her league, just maybe on looks. If I know I'm finer than her, then I know she's going to cherish me.
That's what women think too. I'm going to get me an ugly guy. Hey, but let me just say this, and I don't mean this in no disrespectful way. I don't think Rick Ross is the finest dude out there, but he was just dating a baddie.
Yeah, baddie.
A baddie. Because Christina, I forget her last name, Mackey, was a baddie.
Yeah, she didn't know how to make hamburger helper either.
She don't know how to cook, but look at her body. That's why. She ain't out here eating a hamburger helper. Rick, she out here eating baked chicken. See, Rick might have been out of her league. You know what I'm saying? Because she eating good. She eating good. But no, seriously though. I mean, that's a prime example of, they consider her I mean, if he was an average dude and he was with her, I mean, people would be like, "Dang, how you pull that,
But
son?"
when it comes to the money, though, he out of her league, though. I'm pretty
Right,
sure.
that's what I'm saying. When it comes to the money,
Yeah, if we
so you
saying
have to.
that's
So a person might not be all the way completely on your league, and you might make adjustments, right?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
What's more important, looks or money? If you had to choose one, do you want somebody with more money or want somebody that looks amazing to the eye?
You know, that's just like going to a restaurant, you know, and you're going to go eat at an expensive restaurant, right? So you go to this expensive restaurant. I have done this on many occasions. Looked at the menu and been like, steak, $75. I ain't paying for that.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean I can't afford it. It just means that I'm going to spend my money how I want to spend it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I feel like that. What you think?
I ain't never spent $75 on no steak.
I could go to the grocery store, buy my own 3 steaks, and bring them home for $75. To tell you this, the truth.
Yeah.
But you know, I think in society, as far as dating, like we're getting caught up on the things that aren't even important, like where he's taking you. There was a girl that complained. I want to say it was on social media last week that the guy took her to an NBA game, and they was in the nosebleed seats. Boo boo, if you're not paying for your own NBA tickets and you ain't on the floor, then why do you expect him to have you on the floor?
Yeah, she ain't never been to a game in her life, and now she complaining.
And you complaining.
She
I
don't even
I would have told him, well, where the seats are. Like, I'm gonna be a good date. I'm gonna tell you beforehand, I'm scared of heights.
Yeah.
So that right there lets you know, don't purchase no nosebleed seats. And then that ain't got nothing to do with money. It just got to do with I'm scared of heights for real. And I can't be looking down. I've been to concerts where we've been in the nosebleed seats and been like, I can't sit there.
Yeah.
I can't because I'm scared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think she left the game too. Like she left when she seen where they were sitting at.
Wow, and just left him there?
Hey, he probably found
You know
somebody.
what? He dodged a bullet.
Yeah, for sure.
Really, because all you're looking at, for me, is economically what I can provide for you. And you don't know if your date was a last minute date, he might have thought it would be fun to go see a game.
Somebody might have gave him them tickets.
I'm taking you to do something you've probably never done before.
She don't even know the rules to basketball, but she want to sit on the floor.
I just don't understand how people think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just don't understand how people think. I really don't. It's just, why do you think that you're so damn better than somebody else? There's a lot of people sitting in them seats.
Exactly.
That paid for them.
And a lot of married couples, a lot of everything. Families,
everything. Like, why do you think that you're too good to sit your ass in that seat?
Yeah, you better enjoy this beer and hot dog.
I know he probably was like, oh, I knew she wasn't for me.
Yep.
I mean, you can't. It's just crazy to me how people do things. So anyway, I wanted to talk about this. There was a study that was done. The site is thedreamcatch.com, dating out of your league and what it means and what it should mean. So they did a survey, and on the survey, they conducted a study over 186,000 online dating users across New York, Seattle, Chicago, and Boston, and revealed that almost 3/4 of respondents were dating aspirationally. Oh my God. In other words, they were trying to reach out to people who were 25% more desirable than themselves, out of their league. Didn't we just say that?
Yeah.
Somebody more attractive than you. And in the study, desirability was correlated with age, education, ethnicity, and an algorithm created by the researchers. Oh, so I wonder, maybe the older you are, maybe it was like younger people. What do you think? I wonder what the results were. Like, what ethnic group? What educational group? Let me see. I don't think so. No, it doesn't.
But you said, what was your question that you just asked, though? What do you think? What?
I forgot what I just asked.
Yeah, something
Rewind
about
the
which
tape.
group. Something about which group.
I said, which group do you think? Was it a younger age group,
that was dating
lower
out their
educated, and ethnicity? And I would think all three.
Yeah.
Because if you're younger, you might want to date somebody older that's more established. Although on a dating site, you can't see that.
Yeah, you can. Age?
No, age you can, but you can't see if someone's more established than you.
No,
Because
no,
there's
no.
older people out here that ain't got their shit together either.
Yeah, 100%.
Education level.
Yeah, you can see that because people could put like their college or where they
Oh
went to
yeah,
college
master's
at.
degree, and then ethnicity. Yeah, you can see
Ethnicity,
that clearly
yeah.
by looking at the picture of the person. So that's what it's saying. Desirability was correlated with age, education, and ethnicity.
Yeah.
So that is so crazy. So people were looking. 25% were looking at people more desirable than them. You know, it's funny because when I was on a dating site, I did have a lot of guys that would reach out to me, and I would be like, "You ain't cute enough."
Yeah, just don't respond.
Oh, you're not cute.
Yeah.
That's funny because I remember doing that a couple of times. Oh my God, it's so funny because I'm gonna tell you, for some people that I have dated online. This was long. I think when I first got to Atlanta, I met people online, but that was 12 years ago. And I was just trying to meet people in the area, really. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm not. You said something about meeting people online when you first moved to the area.
Oh my God, I hate when I forget my thought, y'all. Oh, I was just talking about that some of the people. This is what I was gonna say. That some of the people that I would initially say no to, because of how they look in their photos, when I met them in person, I was like, damn, this person really is good looking.
Yeah, and people aren't photogenic. And people
For real.
You know?
Because it's funny because a guy that I dated, I was living in Baltimore. He's actually the reason I moved to Atlanta, Quincy. When I first met Quincy online, I met Quincy online. When I first met him on Match, I was like, oh no, he ain't even that cute.
Yeah.
But when I met him in person, I was like, damn, he really is attractive. Picture did not look like him at all.
Yeah, some people suck at taking pictures. I hate when people post pictures of them making like funny faces and stuff. It's like, I don't, why are you showing me these type of, because it'll be fine shorties just making like weird faces, weird poses.
Yeah.
I'm like, swipe left.
Yeah, so you're like, I don't like you. You're not my type. Yeah.
And they could be fine in some of the pictures, but it's just like, why are you posting these weird, I guess they're just trying to show their fun or their outgoing.
Like their person, maybe that's their personality. They just happy. You said no. Not at all. I think that when you basically, like I was saying, like when you're dating somebody that is out of your league, is usually looks. And not even looks, because I think the last relationship that I was in with the person I was with, like financially we wasn't on the same level. I mean, he was an attractive guy, but financially we were definitely not on the same level. I was way more advanced than he was. You know
I think
what I'm
that's
saying?
more so with the out of the league.
But men don't have, I think men don't have a problem with dating women out of their league.
I'll be a stay-at-home dad in no time. That don't matter to me.
Oh my God, women don't want to date men that are below them or beneath them. But I would think that, do you think more men or more women would choose a partner based, whether they're out of their league or not? If the person's out of their league, do you think more men? I think a lot of men feel like they can build a woman up.
Yeah, I think so. I think
like if she's working at Burger King and you're a financial planner.
Yeah, I think men are more comfortable with it just because it's happened since.
Yeah, and I think because they can still see themselves as the breadwinner, right? I think so. I think as long as I think a man always wants a woman to be either on the same level or a level beneath, but not above.
I'll take a woman above.
You'll take it. It doesn't bother you.
Matter.
That's good that it doesn't bother you. I mean, I think that if it, I think it's a ego booster to have somebody out of your league. Like he's out of my league. I don't care.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know what I'm saying? I want it. Hey, I mean, it just makes you feel more confident and just like, okay. And people will boost your ego like, hey, your man is fine, ain't he though?
That's fire.
And your man is well off. He's an entrepreneur. He got, he's making $1 million a year, whatever. That boosts your ego. And I think some people do it just to get that ego boost. What do you think? And it kind of, I think if you're dating out of your league too, it might even force you to even
step it up. Yeah, I mean, if you're dating out of your league, do you accept some of the things that they do? Do you look past it? You look past if they're cheating, if they lying and all that because they're out of your league. You think people do so?
I think so. Do you think so?
Yeah, I think that's probably why,
Love is like, love and relationships are, I think people date based off of potential, right? So when you meet somebody, and I think even for men or women, vice versa, you meet somebody, if the person is out of your league or maybe they might be below you, like you always feel like you can make them a better person. Like you can bring them up to your league and what you're doing in your life, right? Because you want somebody to add value.
Yeah.
But I do see that men are more, they'll take on a project. Women ain't gonna take on no project.
You done took on a project.
Yeah, but I was younger back then. I wouldn't do it at this age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the only reason is because, be honest. The only reason I took on that project is because I thought, I seen the potential.
Yeah.
And I think that sometimes we look at a person's potential, but they don't see their own potential within themselves. Smart, intelligent person, but had a lot of hang-ups, as far as the course of their life and where it took them. And when you meet somebody, you might not be ready to receive the person that you're with. You might love that person and you might feel like, oh, this person got their life together, got it going on. But if you're not ready to receive that person, wrong place, wrong time. Just wasn't ready to receive it. So when you're not ready to receive it, it's not going to go anywhere. And you'll never match.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? No matter how much love you got for the person, no matter what, it will never match. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, yeah, I did look at potential. But in speaking to the person, and some people don't show you who they really are.
This is true.
They don't. Until a year later, months down the line, you're like, this is not the same person I met when I met them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I be waiting a long time to get serious with somebody. Like, I'll talk to somebody for months before, because you'll start to see characteristics or what they were
different
hiding,
of how they move.
Yeah, the secrets that they weren't telling you.
Oh my God, yeah. Do they? And you be like, I didn't sign up for this shit. I mean, I feel like that sometimes. Yeah. Like when you meet somebody, it's like you think that the person is showing you, who they really are, but they don't. I don't know.
Yeah, it's easy to mask. To give, even especially online, it's easy to hide who you are and make it look like something. That's all Instagram is. Instagram is.
Oh my God! Did you see the Risa Tessa?
Oh yeah.
The 20-part, 50-part.
Yeah, didn't we talk about that?
Oh, we did talk about that.
Yeah. The Risa.
But just that, look at her. Come to find out, they said his brother said something about he was bipolar.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's just who he is as a person. He's always been a liar. Yeah,
that makes sense then. He's probably bipolar. Because it sounded like a sickness, even just like...
By listening to her, what part did you listen to?
I just seen little clips of it.
Oh, you seen
after
little
you
clips.
talked
I'm
about
on part 27, I think.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I still ain't even get to the end.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen to it on my drive. Oh my God, because I'm curious.
Yeah.
But, he created a huge facade.
Yeah, it sounds like some mental illness for sure, though.
But she's seen the red flags. People, you might see... It's a facade if the flags are there. I'm sure there was a lot of red flags, but she kept bypassing them. Even she said it. You're bypassing what you're actually seeing, and you got to go with your gut. That's for men and women. You got to go with your gut. Whatever you're feeling, trust me. Whatever you're feeling, that's what it is. I mean, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Your gut is going to tell you. That man made himself seem so hyped up, so inflated, and she believed it. But there were so many flags as to he didn't buy her a car that he told her he wanted to buy. It was like he loved to see her getting excited about certain things and then would let her down easily.
Yeah. Yeah, that's her fault though.
Definite. A lot of it is. And you went ahead against yourself and you married him. The red flags were there and you went ahead and married him.
Yeah, she's bugging.
There's one thing you won't be able to tell me. I don't care if I was dating a potential. I sure wouldn't marry a potential.
Yeah.
You would definitely have to be, although I'm trying to get you there, if you never get there, we'll never advance.
Mm-hmm.
Because I come from the old school. I'm going to tell you, women my age, I'm going to say women between the ages of 45 and 55 don't want to see no potential. They want to, what you bringing to the table? What can you do for me? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be in this, but I'm going to be your helpmate. Because women, I come into anything saying, you know, he's got to be established. And if he's not fully established, then I know I'm going to take on the most of the responsibility. And I spend too much money to take on more responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I like to buy myself nice stuff, so I'm not going to take on the burden.
Because you're trying to keep buying yourself.
I'm trying to still buy stuff.
You're not trying to be spending it on nobody
No,
else.
let me not say that. I'm trying to spend my own money on me. You know what I'm saying? Then you bring somebody else that can't offer you shit. Nah, I'm good. I did that before. I never will do that again. I've only done that one time. But I didn't start... I mean, I got married at 19. I didn't start dating until my 30s.
Yeah.
When I got divorced. So I'm going to tell y'all, when you get married young and you start dating in your 30s,
you got to learn them
boy,
lessons.
you got to learn them lessons hard. So for me, yeah, I had to learn a lot of real lessons in relationships and understanding, you know, that certain things I shouldn't have did. But it was a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Everything didn't unravel until you already in it. You can't see the shit when you walk in deep in shit. Like you can't really see it. You know what I'm saying? There's, you know, man, there's levels to dating. There's just levels to and stages in relationships too, romantic relationships or even in friendships. You know, it ain't till like. I used to say with people that I knew, like, if I ain't really know you like that and you ask me to borrow money, I don't know you like that.
Heck no.
I ain't loaning you no money.
Well, I ain't never asked you to borrow money. Don't ask me to borrow money.
Oh, my God. But, I mean, we have to understand that the different stages, you know what I'm saying? The different levels, you know, it's hard. It's hard out here. Dating at any age, I've even heard young people, so it's not an age thing. It's just a time thing. The era that we're in, what people are doing, how they approach people, you know, the reasons they want to date you, all that stuff. It's a different, don't you think that? Think about you dating when you first started dating, I'm going to say 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's about right.
No, I mean, it ain't quite 20 years for you, maybe 16 years ago.
16.
Isn't it different now than it was back then?
Yeah, it's way easier because the internet.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, I think I enjoy dating now more than, I enjoy dating in the internet era more than not outside the internet because I'm kind of shy. Like I don't like being turned down. It makes me, it like hurts my ego. So I only talk to shorties who come to me. Yeah, in person. But on the internet, copy and paste. Copy and paste. Copy and paste.
Or you're hitting up every beautiful girl profile that you see.
Yeah, whoever responds.
Hey, and whoever responds.
Yeah, I'm hitting with a good
more
question.
responses than not.
It's probably 50-50.
Oh, that's what's up. That's a good.
Yeah, I be shy in person.
People, do y'all hear this strategy? That's what y'all need to be doing.
Yeah, you know. But I like people who choose me, so it just works for me. Even on the apps too. Like if you do swipe on a bunch of people, the people who like you are gonna swipe on you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I don't like being turned down. I don't care about being turned down on the internet. Like whatever.
Because they don't know you. You ain't never talked to them.
Yeah,
you ain't never seen. I know some guys will keep trying. Hey.
Yeah, I ain't
hello,
with that.
Hello.
You respond.
Hello.
Don't respond to me. I'm never
not
gonna respond again.
responding to you. I am way out of your league, sir.
Yeah. But in person, I don't know.
kidding.
I feel like they're being judgy. Like, what are you? I just don't like being shot down in person. If they come out and talk to me first, then I'll
Yeah, you'll see. You can tell by
yeah.
a conversation if
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
likes you, or they're interested. They walked over there for a purpose,
Exactly.
or you know what I'm saying. You can definitely tell. Yeah, it's just crazy. Just getting to know somebody, meeting somebody, getting to know them. Always in the initial stage, because there's stages in relationships. There's 5 stages of a relationship. You know that, right? You never heard that before? So there's 5 stages. And I got this from liveboldandbloom.com. 10 relationship stages or stages of a relationship. The initiation phase or the initiation stage of the relationship. It's like you first meet somebody, and it's all about impressions and appearance, right? That first impression, they always say that first impression is a lasting impression.
Of course.
And of course, when you first go to meet somebody, you want to meet them because you want to see how they look like in person, right?
Yeah, I'm messing people who didn't look like they pictures.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah.
Because I think in the pictures, like you said, people use filters. They might be dressed differently in the picture. Maybe the picture was for a special occasion. Like, you got to take in consideration all of this stuff.
They not smiling.
Can I tell you, I met somebody on, oh my God, did I ever tell you this?
No.
I met somebody on Facebook dating. Yeah, I think it was Facebook. Picture, attractive, had a suit on, and I was like, okay, let me look at his other pictures to see how he looked like in regular clothes. Nice and regular clothes. Everything. So he asked me, did I want to FaceTime? I was like, yeah, so let me see if this is really the person. Because he was good looking in the pictures. Do you know I was talking to this person and he smiled and like half of his teeth
That's
were
what I was
missing?
about to say. Look, exactly. They not smiling in their pictures. You got to be like, let me find a picture when they showing their teeth.
What?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
That's
so
crazy.
you fine as hell, sir, but why is your teeth not fixed? Because I feel like at a certain age, you should not be missing teeth.
Yeah.
Unless you had an accident and you lost your teeth.
Yeah.
Like at the end of I mean, I hate to say it like that, but it's so true. It's like you're judging and evaluating somebody based on how they look or how they're dressed in a picture.
Yeah. No,
And then you see them in person, and that was he had a suit on. It was a special occasion. He might have went out to a barbecue and he had all white on. Like,
no, we're shallow. Humans are shallow.
why are we so shallow?
I don't know.
My
we just are.
God, we are just shallow human beings.
Nah,
I
I
don't
know
know.
I'm shallow. If she not thick, I can't do nothing with it.
It's like, yeah, man, for real. And it's like, you look at that and then you take it to the first meeting and you're like, damn, this person ain't nothing.
Like I imagine.
Have you ever went to meet somebody and they came up and you walked out because they wasn't who they said they were?
What, like a catfish?
Not really a catfish. It's like the person, but they didn't look the same.
No,
I have.
I haven't left though. I'll stick the date out, but just never talk to them again. But in my mind, as soon as they're talking, I'm
Like,
yeah,
what do you have to talk about? Because the whole time I would have been thinking, this person really psyched me out.
Yeah, no, but I'm not a mean person, So I'll stick that date out, and it might be the date of their lives because they're with somebody out of their league, But I'm not going. Yeah, I've been, and that's happened to me before for sure.
Yeah, when they showed up and it's just that happened to me in Baltimore. Actually, it was like a blind date. Somebody set me up, but the person that set me up, you know who you are.
Yeah.
Like that was messed up because they set me up, and then I get there and the guy's like 200 pounds heavier than he was in his picture that he sent me. And it's funny because when I seen the picture, I was like, "Is this from 1988?"
Yeah. But see,
I was mad about
people
that.
know what these are insecurities because why didn't he send you a recent picture? He knew you was gonna say no,
Because he knew I was out of his league.
Yeah, exactly. They know what their insecurities are or what like people might judge him on. The dude that's not smiling in his pictures, all that. Like people know.
They know that you ain't getting no conversation. They had served. You would have been smiling in that picture. I'd have been like, dang, what happened to your
How was the date with the bigger dude?
He was actually a nice dude, but he was like, when I tell you damn near 400 pounds,
Yeah.
what am I going... we went to the movies and we went to dinner. When I tell you a really nice guy, we end up being friends. And it wasn't even... You have to, You have to think, even like in the five stages of a relationship. After the initial phase, the initiation phase, where you're looking at the attractiveness of the person, this and that, there's an experimentation stage where you are looking deeper to see if, oh, do we match? Do we have the same interests? Do we not? Is there, it's like we're going to dig deeper to learn each other and to figure out who we are individually, and can this potentially be a match, right? It's kind of like the honeymoon phase of the relationship. You're getting to know that person. That's always the nice phase, because y'all really don't know each other. You're learning, like, what do you like to eat? What do you like to eat?
Yeah, I hate that phase.
What kind of soap do you use?
What's your favorite color?
Right. What's your favorite
hate
color?
that
Do you
phase.
brush your teeth at night? Let me tell you what turned me off about a guy is that if he ain't brushing his teeth before he go to bed at night, why is you not brushing your teeth before you go to bed at night? Like, to me, that's disgusting. Like, brush
Yeah.
your teeth. Like, I don't know.
Go brush your teeth.
Right, go brush your teeth. Like I got a kid. But I mean, you're using that experimentation stage to really get to know a person and figure out, hey, is this person the right match for me? Right? It's basically, have you ever met somebody and just talked to them all the time on the phone? That's the experimentation phase, because you're on the phone constantly trying to learn them. You're talking. That's the talking stage of the
Texting and
relationship.
everything. Yeah, I enjoy that phase, actually.
Yeah, because you're on the phone all the time and you're like, oh, I'm going to call you back. And they actually call you right back. It's not until this phase is over where he's not calling or texting.
Yeah.
And you're not calling or texting anymore. It's like, but I feel like this is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Nah.
The second phase, this experimentation phase, that honeymoon phase, is bullshit, because you're not really being your true self. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't think that you're being your true self. What do you think?
That could be true. Because
You're not telling them your deepest secrets.
Yeah.
You're surface level getting to know
level.
somebody.
Yeah. So what's the next phase after that?
The next phase is the intensifying or bliss stage. Now the relationship is getting serious and intense.
Yeah.
And you found enough in common that you begin sharing more private and intimate information. I wonder what the timeline is for each of these phases.
Yeah. It probably varies based on
The two people?
Yeah.
That is a very good point.
Yeah,
'Cause
some
I'm
people
gonna
rushing
tell
and
you,
stuff.
that is so true. Because the relationship that I've been in, I feel like I really haven't gotten to know this person until like the last 8 months of this relationship. Very secretive.
Yeah. I mean.
People be very secretive with their personal life. Like, they're not going to let you know, like, I'm in debt.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm homeless. I live with a roommate. I might have some women out here helping me do some things. Like, these are not things, and even women, we might even be like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or we might have an ex-partner that's paying our car payment. Or an ex-partner that's helping you pay your rent because you done lost your job. Like,
Yeah.
different scenarios, different things. And this bliss stage is like the bullshit stage to me, because even though you're starting to share, but then you're only going to pick and choose what you want to share according to that person's reaction.
On what you've told them already and how they reacted to that stuff.
Yeah. And this stage too, the intensifying and the bliss stage, you're looking to see if you connect deeper, like your feelings for each person is the same. I always feel like people fall in love at different levels, or people become more comfortable with the person at different levels. But I think it's because if you're exposing yourself, that's how I feel. Like, if I expose myself more than you do, then of course, I feel like I'm giving more to the relationship because I'm the one pouring more in. Does that make sense?
No, 100%.
Like, you have to, I think that in order to take it to the next stage, you both have to be on the same level and want the same thing. Right? That's what I'm thinking. You have to, in order to go to the integration stage, that's the fourth stage. This is like the relationship is in full bloom and you are a couple. So now you have come from the bliss stage and said, okay, now we have all these commonalities. I think this could possibly work, and let's move it to the next level, which you're integrating. So you may become sexually intimate. I think people become intimate in the initiation phase. They don't wait to this phase, I don't think.
No, not nowadays.
Not
It's
nowadays.
very
This
rare.
is like very rare that people wait. Some people want to know absolutely if there's sexual chemistry before there's any other kind of chemistry, because that's
Yeah.
important to people.
Yeah.
I mean, but in this, this phase, you have to be able to express your feelings, express yourself, and you have to be able to share. A lot of people do not share.
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand that, especially when you have somebody that's overly communicative or somebody that's overly sharing. Why would you feel?
It's maybe stuff they haven't dealt with themselves and they still trying to figure out.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Yeah, I just know that the last relationship I was in, Shorty told me she didn't, she felt like after the 7-8 years we were together, she didn't know nothing about me.
Wow. How does somebody say they don't know you after 7 or
Yeah.
8 years?
I don't know.
When you've been
But-
your true self the entire time.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
can't be possible, because I remember that the person we're talking about used to be like, oh, Miss Delcey, Keeson is such a good guy.
Yeah.
He holds my purse in the grocery store. He'll
Yeah, it was just certain, I mean, I don't know.
And I don't think
But
you're private. You're a private person.
I think I'm private. Like,
You do?
if it doesn't have something to do with somebody, then it ain't nothing to really talk about. Like, I don't know. But it was funny to when she said that, though. I laughed.
You did?
Yeah,
And she
yeah.
probably was like, that's not funny.
Uh-huh.
That's not funny, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I'm
mean,
just trying, yeah.
I'm good at when something's bothering me, putting on
To
a
mask
camouflage
it
in
up.
it, you know.
Yeah, that's not good.
So
You gotta be
maybe,
able to talk about it. Maybe that's why she felt that
yeah,
way.
maybe
Because
so.
you're not really
I'm
communicating.
always in a good mood most of the time. It's like,
Yeah, but you're like all these underlying issues
Yeah.
and you're not talking about them.
yeah.
I think that's men in general.
Probably so.
That they mask a lot of stuff. And then when you start, I think women, and I think men too, I think men and women both, I'm not going to just say men, but in my situation, because I'm a woman, I can only speak to that of a man. And you interject and you tell me what you feel as a man about women. But I feel like for me, in a relationship, like I said, I'm always an open book. What you see is what you get, is what I say. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hiding anything. I got student loan debt. Like, I'm not hiding that. I own my own house. I got a house. I mean, I got more debts than you because I own more than you do. Like, at the end of the day, these are conversations that when you get to a certain point, like in this integration stage, you're integrating two people together. And if one person is leaving stuff off and you're going to have to research to find out this stuff, that doesn't work, because then the person is not trusting you. That's how I feel. I feel like I can't trust you because you're not even being open enough to even, where are we going with this relationship? You know what I'm saying? If you're not being honest and saying what it is. I don't know. That's just my,
Eye roll.
I just feel like in order for a relationship to work, two people have to be secure with each other and trust one another for it to flourish. And if one person is not doing their part,
Then it can't work.
the one person is we're not growing at the same level. And in a relationship, you should grow at the same level. In love, in lust, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just in life, I think that you should be growing at the same level. I left my marriage because I feel like we were growing separately. There's no need for me to be with you if we're not growing together. This marriage is over. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know if relationships are ever growing identically the same pace. Because you're talking about dating out of your league. It's somebody who's gonna always be a little
More, yeah.
or at
Well,
least start off
financially,
like that.
probably. It doesn't have to be just emotions. It could be finances. It
Yeah.
could be, that makes sense too. That does make sense. So then the fifth stage is the bonding stage. You are fully integrated and you develop a more formalized commitment.
Okay.
Like, what is it leading to? Is it leading to marriage?
Yeah.
Like, I think people put timelines on things, and
Yeah.
sometimes you just got to let it grow naturally.
Exactly, because then you're putting too much pressure on it.
Yeah, and you might put pressure on the person, and they might be like, I can't handle this pressure because, like I said, they're lying about their situation, and they know that if you're with somebody who is financially established, has their personal life in order, kids are gone, just in a great space and they're ready for the next thing in their life is to, meet somebody and eventually get married, and you're at a place where you're still building or rebuilding from a divorce or from whatever you've gone through in your personal life, we'll never get here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm growing here and you're back here because I'm ready for the next step and you're not.
But what if
you're hesitant?
What if y'all talk about it though and they tell you why they're not ready or what?
But you have to be transparent, and everybody is not transparent. Like you, even for myself, I've been dating the same person, I'm going to say a year and a half, right? Because the first couple of months we knew each other, but we weren't dating or anything like that. At a certain point for me, once I get to that 2-year mark, I'm going to be like reevaluating my relationship with you, because if you're not looking for the next step, I'm thinking we should either be cohabitating together to figure out if marriage is the next step. Like something else has to happen. I'm not going to keep dating you and you're living in one. First of all, I'm not dating somebody for 5 years. For you ladies that do it, applaud, because I am not doing that. That's a waste of time. I'm spending 5 years with you to then later on say, we're not getting married. We're not taking the relationship to the next step. Do you watch Love is Blind?
Yeah, I watched it all. I watch every season.
I love Love is Blind.
Me too.
Just like with AD and Clay.
Yeah.
Like this whole time, I'm going to say, people were saying they weren't shocked that he wasn't going to marry her. I was shocked.
Really?
Because the entire time, if you know, this is what pisses me off about Love is Blind. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying for both parts, and mostly for the men, because the women, we get so emotionally involved, we're going to say yes. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, he's so cute. Oh, the potential is there, because we're looking at the potential of what we can be together. If you know as a damn man, Clay, that you had issues with commitment because of what you seen in the relationship with your mother and father, you strung this girl along. And you had no problems sleeping with her. If you felt that there was some type of lack of commitment on your part, and I don't think it had anything to do with attraction. I do think he was attracted to her.
For real.
But the fact that you knew inside of you
before even coming here,
before even going there, that potentially you could hurt somebody, because this girl was going to say, you knew she was going to say yes, and you kept sleeping with her. You should have never did that. That's the problem I have. I think that Love is Blind, if you a contestant on there, y'all need to be making sure they don't sleep together. I don't know. That's my opinion. What do you think about it?
No, but you just said people be having sex in the first stage to see if it's if it could really be a marriage, end up being something. You saying people be doing that too soon?
Yeah, because to me, they were in the bonding stage. They're bonding, they're talking about, but in the back of his mind, he knew.
But he was telling her that too, though. He kept telling her, like, yo, I don't think that, at least he was being transparent with her. And then he didn't say...
Did he tell her he wasn't going to marry her?
Yeah, he didn't say I wasn't going to marry you, but he did say I'm having trouble believing that I can stay committed to one person at this point in my life. And maybe it didn't hit him until he got there. I'm not taking up for him. I'm just playing devil's advocate, to say maybe why. But
I just feel like if you came in and you knew that in your mind there was a possibility that you couldn't commit, why in the hell would you even sleep with this girl? Because I feel like you just added a body to her.
Nah, it ain't nothing wrong with adding little bodies.
Don't be adding no bodies on my count. Shit. I was mad at her.
At her?
Yeah, because I was like, damn, this guy really told you the whole time there was red flags and you still slept with him. Some of the couples didn't sleep together.
Yeah.
Until they got married. So, I mean, I respect that. Everybody's not on that level, and I get that because there's so much attraction. We've all been attracted to somebody. But at the end of the day, use this up here.
Exactly.
Because now I feel like you got what you wanted out of it, sex. AD's a pretty girl.
Yeah.
Her body is slamming.
No, thick, just like
body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Like, come on. Like, and everybody, all the men there knew it.
Yeah,
like, that, even
the one dude there,
yeah, the one dude was like,
was mad.
Lord, shorty body is like
crazy.
He even told the girlfriend.
No, yeah, exactly.
The fiance, I forget his name.
Yeah, me too, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
But he was like, woo, girl got body.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Like, I think that you led her to believe, because I don't think they slept together like same night, honeymoon. I don't know. They could have. It's on her too, but at the same time, come on, dude, you knew you was fucked up in the mind to come in at it and to know that you're not gonna be able to commit anyway, but you're gonna sleep with the girl.
Yeah.
And once you sleep with a woman, fellas, don't nobody got to tell you this. Once you sleep with a woman, she's emotionally tied. Mm-hmm. Come on, y'all act like y'all don't know that. Women are emotional beings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think he told her at the end, like, I'm not saying this that I don't want to continue to. God, man, 2 weeks, 3 weeks is a long time. I mean, a quick time to marry somebody.
Listen, I believe that too when he said that.
Yeah.
Until now, the after effects, and now you're reading on social media that they ain't even together.
Oh, I ain't seen.
So you didn't mean none of that.
No,
Clay.
but she said that she was done with him though in that last episode.
She did, because she was hurt. Why?
Yeah.
Because I've given you my body.
Yeah.
I've gone through all these stages with you, where the last stage was marriage or living together.
I couldn't marry
what he should have said to her at that altar was, I can't commit today, but what I can commit to is us still living together and working it out and getting to know one another. Yeah. You couldn't even commit that way. So bye.
Yeah, that'd have been different.
That would have been different. Basically, you said, I can't commit to you.
Or if you just told her before they went to she really was embarrassed, I think. More than anything,
I think the people in the damn wedding was more embarrassed for her.
That too, yeah. So I think if he would have told her before, like, let's not do the wedding because I'm sure that I'm gonna say no, then maybe they would still be together today trying. But I think she was really embarrassed.
Oh yeah,
definitely
in front of her family, her friends, his family and friends. I mean, even people on his side was sitting there like.
Yeah, his mom, everybody. She's like,
his mom really, I think she had a very good point. Like, if you can't say no today, then don't put yourself in a situation where it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. I mean, he had every right to say no.
Yeah, exactly.
But like you said, and even coming into it, stop coming into this experiment and thinking, oh, I'm going to sleep with this person. Because that's what y'all think about. I'm going to knock this one off. And that's what you did. You added another body to her, Clay. And really, you wasn't even worth it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. And I feel for AD too, because like I said, you can't just sleep with a woman and just shut it off. Yeah, she's disappointed. Because like you said, y'all could have had this conversation the night before.
Exactly. That's why I really
the last date that he took her on, he could have said, you know what, I can't fully commit.
I'm not ready, yeah.
It just happened so fast. But let's do this. If either one of us says no at the altar, because I've heard couples say this before. Mm-hmm. If either one of us say no at the altar, let's continue to grow and live together and move forward.
Yeah.
Even some couples that I'm gonna tell you what I've seen the success to be in Married at First Sight.
Oh yeah.
Success in that has been those couples that have. There's been some couples that slept together and they grew in the relationship, but there's been a majority of couples that have not slept together, and that relationship, they're married today.
Yeah.
I think it complicates things
sex
sometimes.
Confuses stuff. Yeah. It's like, this person likes me, but just because somebody's having sex with you do not mean
that
they
doesn't
like
mean they like you or even value you.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm sure AD probably thought the same thing. And then the whole time you're talking about the wedding to her, oh, you're excited, this and that, da-da-da, with the future, da-da-da. Like, you really led her on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And ladies, if there's anybody out there thinking about dating Clay, don't do it. He ain't ready. That's my opinion.
I'm excited to watch the tell all. You know, the
episode. God.
That's tonight. That's tonight. Look, when I'm going home at edit this podcast, I'm watching that.
I'm going to go get me some food and be sitting here.
Watch the tell all.
I got to pack some stuff up. But anyway, yeah, I definitely want to see that.
Yeah, no, I love that show.
I mean, anytime, I just want to say in closing is that anytime you're considering a commitment with somebody, you got to take the time to really get to know them. As Fisa said last week, one of the misconceptions of dating is that there's piss in the pool, in the dating pool. And she ain't lying. There's piss, like I said, throw up, shit, body parts. There's everything in that dating pool. Like, you really have to be committed to considering a long-term relationship. I don't go into no relationship. If I look at you in the beginning and I don't see long-term, or I don't feel like it could be long-term, I'm not wasting my time. Now, people often present themselves to want the same things that you do, but when you start seeing the red flags that person doesn't want what you want, leave them alone. Believe the flags. Because everybody can't be committed to you like you want them to be, or how you are committed to them. You got to know how to navigate through things, and navigate through relationship bullshit, because there's a lot of relationship bullshit. Okay. Stop becoming intimate with a man before knowing his potential in the relationship. And I'm not saying potential economically, but potential within the relationship. You know, it's funny because a guy told me one time I was seeing somebody else. I had dated this guy and I started seeing someone else. We broke up, and months later I started seeing somebody else, and he was trying to come back. And I said to him, nah, I'm good. And he was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna front. I had so much, I laughed because I had so much respect for him at this point. He said, I know you're trying to work out things with your dude that you're with. He said, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and work that stuff out. He said, because to be honest, I ain't ready. I ain't trying to take you away from that man and know that I'm not ready. I had so much respect for this man because what he was saying was actually true. But a lot of women, when they're in between like two people, they be like, oh, I'm going to go back to this person. That person don't want shit with you. He ain't even committed to you. You know what I'm saying? So I really respected the fact that he said, nah. Yeah, I'm just going to waste your time again. I'm just going to waste your time because I'm not even ready. And it has nothing to do with him personally, more financially, that he's not ready. You got your stuff together. Financially, I'm not ready. Like, I want to be 100% ready for any commitment that's coming my way. But I respected that. A lot of people don't tell you that. I'm not ready. So I was just like, oh, I truly, truly appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be ready. And it's already so much to be in a relationship. You got to do so much to be in it. You want to make sure that you're both on the same level as far as wanting a commitment. Because a lot of people say they want commitment, and guess what? That's not what they want. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anything against the online dating or anything like that. So continue to explore, people. Titi's telling y'all, nieces and nephews, continue to explore. Go on the dating sites. Why not? Go to these speed dating events. Go to these dating events. They have dating singles events all over Atlanta. Like, go to these events because you might meet somebody there. Go to networking events. Like, if you're a realtor, go to those networking events. If you're in a sorority or fraternity, go to those events. Like, go out here and make yourself available. Because sitting around waiting for somebody to pop up and it's not going to happen. Go on these. I've had a lot of women, even my girlfriend said, I don't go on dating sites. Go on these dating sites. Yeah, it's like you never know where you're going to meet somebody. Man, I'm going to tell you, I've met some really good eligible bachelors on there that were ready to be committed. I wasn't ready. Like, you got to be ready for whatever the other person wants. When I first moved to Atlanta, man, I was like, I'm playing with you, boy. I'm not ready to be in a relationship with anybody. Like, at that point, I stayed single for a long time. So you used to be Clay? Not really. No, I'm just talking shit. No, I wasn't Clay. I probably was worse than Clay. Oh, my God. But no, I'm just kidding, y'all. But no, really, at the end of the day, don't hold yourself back to love or to meeting someone. You're not going to meet somebody by sitting in your house watching TV. Go out and explore. Atlanta is a big city with a lot of singles. The world is a big city. Man. We got people listening from everywhere. Wherever city you are, explore. You know what I'm saying? I meet people at the gas station, here, there, like, explore. If somebody asks you out on a date and you feel comfortable and you're in a great space to say, I'm open to it. Let's meet up. Let's have a drink. Let's go for coffee. Like, stop shutting things down because the person doesn't look the way you think he should look. You might meet, I always say to people, You know, you meet me out, I might have sweats on, sneakers, my hair might be pulled up back in a ponytail, no makeup, no nothing, but that doesn't mean that I don't have the potential to clean up.
Yeah.
I can look good when I clean up. You know what I'm saying? So let's stop shooting people down, especially for older adults, like over 40 and you ain't never been married, you might not have no kids. Even if you have children, it doesn't matter. Explore, explore, explore. Stop shutting yourself off from an opportunity, even if the person is not as attractive as you, you know, is not on your level. I think that you should explore anyway. That's just TT's perspective. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it, and we will see you next week.